This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing Heather, the Heat Hardy. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia, a women's Australian super bantamweight champion, Ebanie, the blonde bomber Bridges.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Good jab to the body. Fundamentals always help. She got clipped by that counter. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. When you're outside, nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fight that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fighter on fire.
Good counter punching. The jab doesn't quite connect. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with that uppercut. A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And there's the bell for round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Through the hook, it didn't land. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
How about that time counter shot? He wasn't ready for that counter. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catches and counters. She scores with that counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's get it started in round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. counter shot. Blocks that left hook. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got it.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Ebanie Bridges is rocked. And down goes Bridges.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
But I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
There's a counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. The game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're still landing your power shots.
Now you're switching on. You're starting to make mistakes.
Here we go to the 4th round. So that's a 10-8 round. Got to turn things around here, Johnny. What do they do?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Can't land that jab. Missing with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Heather Hardy is now dazed. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He wasn't ready for that counter. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. And that barrage of punches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come
It
from?
can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and she's got an impressive lead here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
punching. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. And down goes Heather Hardy.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
In that last round. Well, she's been knocked down twice. Let's see how this corner handles things as they got a minute to get it together.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Love that. Love what you're doing.
This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
And now Hardy! Oh, it may be the beginning of the end! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. Missing with that right hook. She got clipped by that counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And that was a big shot, and Hardy is rocked. Here comes round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
She scores with that counter. Referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. So apparently the referee deems it's not that serious, and this fight moves on. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Stamina is off the charts. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win. Take a look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. assassination. What a shot.